Hello everyone and a warm welcome. We're at the King Power Stadium in the East Midlands for this one. My name is Derek Ray and my commentary partner on this occasion is Stuart Robson. And it's all about action from the Premier League in this case. It's Leicester City up against West Ham United.
Well, Derek, as is always the case, the team that dominates midfield would be the team that controls the flow of the game. And that, for me, is the area that's key today.
Well, you never quite know who's going to emerge from the shadows and become a match winner, but this man might be a decent shout. What are you expecting to see from him, Stuart?
Well, it's his ability with the ball at his feet that makes him such a good player. He can go past defenders with ease, he can play in tight areas, and he has that bit of trickery as well. I'm really looking forward to seeing him play today.
Well, here's how Leicester City will line up. Kasper Schmeichel begins in goal. Yuri Tielemans plays alongside Wilfred Ndidi in the engine room. And they line up with just the one striker looking to do a bit of damage. And the starting lineup for West Ham United.
Well, I think they have a nice balance to their team. A solid back four, two holding midfielders, three creative players in advance of them, and a mobile centre-forward. It's a good team.
A game that should have plenty to say for itself. Leicester City with the kick-off. Beautifully weighted ball. Well, nothing comes of the attack when all is said and done. Oh, he's given it away. And West Ham in a position of menace. Crossing opportunity. And the challenge halts them in their tracks. Well, slightly off target, and that'll be a throw-in. Well, beating his opponent. Well, he has cause to be grateful to his teammate. Lanzini. Antonio. Can they convert? Something to worry about here. Flag up, tight offside. Daka. Getting forward. But it fizzles out thanks to that piece of defending. Fornals. Rice with it. Lanzini. Retaining possession proving difficult. Tielemans. Ndidi. Well, potential danger. Daka. Harvey Barnes. And teammates to play it to. into the advanced position. Very difficult challenge to perform, but he succeeded. Fornals. Rice. Lanzini. And it's in position. And just narrowly wide.
Well, it's a good effort from that range, but I think the keeper had it covered.
Daka. Nicely timed tackle. Well, the referee wasn't going to let that go. Just wide with the header. Harvey Barnes. Well, nicely cut out. And the referee is quite rightly letting it go. Declan Rice. We can get more details on that injury situation from our man pitch side, Jeff Shreves. Jeff?
I've got to say, he landed really heavily on his shoulder there and looks like he's in severe pain. But he looks less concerned than the bench, who are worried about him. I think he'll stay on.
Cheers, Jeff. Amarte. Encouraging move from Leicester. And let's give credit to the defending. Declan Rice. Here's Manuel Lanzini. Possession lost, intercepted. Tielemans. Ricardo Pereira. They're certainly allowing their opponents to come onto them. This looks interesting. Well, he stopped them in their tracks. Souček. They're showing good defensive judgment. Daka. Long way out this. Well, he couldn't quite hit the target, Stuart.
Well, it's a decent effort, but I don't think it was ever going to trouble the goalkeeper.
And the referee has caught up with him following his indiscretion earlier. Tielemans. Now, will they be able to play it in behind the defence? Here's Tielemans. Madison. Well, let's see about the cross. Oh, terrific save.
Well, you're absolutely right. That's a top-class save. Just look how he reacts.
Harvey Barnes. Justin. The cross is on. And the keeper won't be complaining about that cross. Poor quality. Eccentric goalkeeping. That's how to blunt the edge of the opposing attack. Good use of advantage by the referee. Racing forward, trying to catch them out. Well, it fizzled out. Justin. Ndidi. Tielemans. Ricardo Pereira. Definitely look as though they want to make this move count. And just as well from the defensive point of view that he was able to make that interception. Shielding the ball superbly. Souček. Promising position, this. Now, will the cross work out for them? Pretty comfortable piece of defending.
Well, Leicester have controlled the ball for most of the last 15 minutes. They're creating plenty of chances and looking a constant threat. You feel they have to take the lead at some point with this sort of domination.
Well, he's given us away. Antonio. As clean as a whistle, that challenge. Daka. Harvey Barnes. Moving forward effectively. But nothing comes of it. And the counter looks on here. Options available. He has time to play it over. Pablo Fornals. Now doesn't get away with it. Free kick given. Well, he thought he might have got away with it, but the referee rightly going back and brandishing the yellow card. Ricardo Pereira. Ndidi. It is to be a throw-in. High quality defending. Well, the referee wasn't going to let that go. Making sure nothing untoward happened. Ricardo Pereira. Daka. Tielemans. Are they going to forge ahead? He does have pressure to deal with. Well, a shame that he couldn't find the target from there. Fornals. Rice with it. Encouraging move from West Ham. And he's in. And it's in! 1-0. They've breached the defence.
Well, here it is, 1v1 against the keeper, and the outcome was never really in doubt. He never looked like missing that.
So the action underway again, and certainly the onus is on Leicester to come up with a reply here. A fine reading of the situation. The Foxes moving the ball forward. What can they do from here? Oh, big chance! Terrific save.
Well, that's a top-class save. He read it so well. Well, just listen to the fans. They know this is a big chance here.
And short it is. Maddison. Tielemans. Opportunity. And how about that for a save?
Well, as you can see, West Ham haven't had that much of the ball, but their speed of attack when they win the ball back has been breathtaking. It's been a really good performance from them so far.
Now they've lost it. Couldn't find a teammate. Throw in here. That's very effective. Now, he could be in hot water here, having already been booked. Well, maybe a little fortunate, Stuart, not to see a second yellow.
Well, he has to be careful. That's a really silly challenge.
So almost at half-time and not quite going to plan for Leicester in terms of the scoreline. Stuart, how would you assess what you've seen from them in this half?
Well, it's been a tight first half so far, but they haven't quite shown enough guile in the attacking third. If, however, they can be more dynamic in the 1v1 situations, they have the quality to turn this around.
And gobbled up with ease by the keeper. Ricardo Pereira. James Maddison. Wonderful challenge and a throw-in coming up. Ndidi. Here's Tielemans. Well, they must exercise caution standing off as they are on the offensive. But it fizzles out thanks to that piece of defending. And breaking at pace with menace. Jared Bowen. Vladimir Koval. Well, they keep the ball moving, but then the one that fails to hit its target. Ndidi. Ricardo Pereira. Maddison with it. And a good-looking pass. And the cross goes in. And not the best clearance. Every goalkeeper would expect to catch that one. Well, 3 minutes of stoppage time added on here. And he read it well, intercepting it. Daka. Now Ndidi. Very alert defending to put a stop to the chance. Lanzini. On the ball, Michael Antonio. Jared Bowen. And it's with Tomasz Suchek. Good defending. Daka. Now Ndidi. Tielemans. Maddison. Very quick thinking there. And so it is, the first half story has been written. This man will get most of the plaudits for his contribution up to this point, Stuart.
Well, I thought he had a really effective first half. Not only did he get the goal that gave them the lead, but his general play was really good. He was a constant threat, and I'm sure we'll see more of him in the second half.
A game that should have plenty to say for itself. Leicester City with the kick-off. And it's with Tomasz Suchek. And just narrowly wide.
Well, it's a good effort from that range, but I think the keeper had it covered.
Daka. Long way out this. Well, he couldn't quite hit the target, Stuart.
Well, it's a decent effort.
That's how to blunt the edge of the opposing attack. Well, a shame that he couldn't find the target from there. And he's in. And it's in! 1-0. They breached the defence. Oh, big chance. Terrific save.
Well, that's a top-class save. He read it.
And the second half underway. West Ham with the lead. But I tell you what, it's a long way from being settled. And that is how to win the ball back from your opponent. Disappointing pass. Well, possession ceded. This looks interesting. Well, on the final analysis, his timing just wasn't there.
Well, it's always difficult to hit those perfectly, and unfortunately for him, he got that all wrong. Encouraging move from Leicester.
Ndidi. And possibilities here. Can he find someone at the far post? Chance maybe. And he clears it out of harm's way. Oh, terrific pass. No shortage of excitement. Level again. No wonder they're excited.
Well, as you can see, the weight of the through ball is key to this goal. And the finish is really good. Low and hard beyond the goalkeeper. It's a lovely goal all round.
So back underway. One goal apiece here. Daka. Tielemans. Madison with it. Ndidi. Tielemans. Could be. Oh, really sound goalkeeping.
Well, that's such a good save, isn't it? How did he keep that one out?
Now, how about the short corner? WHU. Ndidi. Superb defensive judgment to end the attack. Lanzini. Kufal on the ball. Might be a chance here. Well, the shot more than decent. It had power, just couldn't find the target. And very deftly cut out. That's the kind of shielding play. Oh, it was a terrible looking challenge and a big decision for the official here. And with that, he's been dismissed.
Well, they're going to be under pressure now. That's a needless sending off.
And options in the centre. Tielemans. Well, a shame that he couldn't find the target from there. Patient enough build-up. Can they carve out a chance? He's protecting it effectively. Well, showing good defensive judgment. Suchek. Ndidi. Daka. Tielemans. And now Ndidi. High quality defending. Well, the counter chance looks very real. Tielemans. And a goal kick is the outcome. Well, we have 30 minutes to go. Daka. James Maddison. And very adept at holding the ball up in this manner. Tielemans. Are they going to forge ahead? Oh, it was a close run thing, but the goalkeeper just got there first. Antonio. There to take it away. Could be troublesome. Just unable to take advantage of that developing situation. Good tackle. Antonio, they've given it away. Tielemans. And he's got the beating of his opponent. He's very adept at protecting the ball. And West Ham have possession again. What can they do from here? But ultimately up a cul-de-sac. Could be a chance to break here. Do they have the guile to open up the defence? Makes his way in field. Well, the teams are locked together. Will it stay that way following this corner?
Well, just listen to these fans. They're urging their team to score here and take the lead.
Trying to pick out a teammate. Well, as a defender, that will sit you down to the ground. Ndidi. Teammate in support. And the opportunity goes a-begging. He decided to hit that with power rather than going for placement. Well, that is how to run at defenders. Could play it in. Ndidi. Must be. Opportunity missed. Issa Diop. Antonio. And the referee blows for a foul. And that's gone out of play for what will be a goal kick. What about the opportunity from earlier? Let's have another look now, shall we? Well, we have 20 minutes left in this game. Tielemans. At times they make passing look easy. Can he put them in front? Has someone to play it to. Perfect challenge. Declan Rice. He's in control of the situation. And a poor ball. Ricardo Pereira. And there's the feed into the box. No-nonsense clearance. Antonio. There to win it back. The Foxes moving the ball forward. What can they do from here? High quality defending. Harvey Barnes. Playing with purpose and control. Tremendous block. Getting the better of his opponent. It's got to be! And he finds the net. He could hardly miss.
Well, just look at the defending here. They've made it so easy for him in the end. That's just not good enough.
What a big moment in the dying embers. Will it prove decisive here? Beautifully weighted ball. Can they convert? Touched onto the woodwork. Well, it might still work out for them. Well, perhaps an opportunity for the Foxes to extend their lead here. Now, how about the short corner? Marvellous anticipation. Antonio. Well, into an attacking position. It's not too late for them. Rice. Well read to put an end to that attack. Press well. In possession, Bowen. Well, he made sure there was absolutely no way through. Well, the second half is drawing to a close. Can Leicester get the job done here, Stuart?
Well, they should have had this wrapped up long ago. Some of their football has been excellent, but they're going to need to be resilient in these final few minutes to get their much-deserved victory.
Ricardo Pereira. Madison. Oh, blocked it! And he clears the danger. Well, time is against them. They have work to do. This could be the equaliser. But no, he's fluffed his lines. Good heavens.
Well, that's the chance they've been looking for. The question is, will they get another one? Time is running out now.
Iheanacho. And out for a throw-in, just misfiring with the pass. And he's in. Well, it wasn't a bad effort, but couldn't get it properly on the target. The ball back with West Ham now. Ricardo Pereira. And the referee has awarded a corner following that touch. And now the delivery, and the danger's still on. Harvey Barnes. Ndidi. Iheanacho. Still could be dangerous. And second time around he scores. But the keeper left to wonder what his defenders were doing.
Well, as you can see, the first save is a good one, but they can't react quickly enough to the second ball. The keeper's a bit unlucky, really.
So on with the action, and 3-1 the scoreline at the moment. Antonio, under pressure, doesn't seem to be bothering him. Fornals. Strong play here. He takes aim. Oh, the angle didn't favour him, but not far away at all.
Well, he nearly caught the keeper out there. That was a really good attempt.
Fornals. Press well. Not quite the clearance they were hoping for. Threat over for now, it seems. Tielemans. Getting in there to take it away. Mikel Antoni, chances on. Just cleared away in the nick of time. Tielemans. Madison with it. Ricardo Pereira. Iheanacho. Here's Tielemans. And very deftly cut out. Tielemans. Fornals. They've got it now, what can they do? And Iheanacho has it. Might be a chance here. Can they slot it home? Oh, a moment of pure class! Had to catch it perfectly, and didn't he just?
Well, here's the replay, and it all starts off with that cross into the box, just begging for a teammate to get on the end of it. And the finish is clinical. He just makes it look so easy, doesn't he?
Well, not too much defending going on in the grand scheme of things. 4-1. So the referee brings this match to an end, and it goes down as a victory for the Foxes. How did you see this Leicester display?
Well, Derek, what a good performance that was. They did most things right, and their attacking play was inventive and had a real cutting edge. That was a really dominant display from them today.
Well, you know, when our colleagues in the newspapers come out with their grades for this match, he's going to get very high marks.
Well, he scored a good goal, and if I was his coach, I certainly wouldn't be worried by him missing a couple of chances. The fact is, he was a constant threat today.
Oh, big chance! Terrific save.